Hi guys, it's Chris at Cork and Crown, back in a sunny Devonian garden with some more perry to try today. Not cider, it's perry. It's one we've had before. It's what I've been tracking. It's from 2019. It's the Monnow Magic Perry from Monnow Valley. So Kevin Garrod. This is a medium perry, 7%, single variety, yellow Huffcap. Now this hadn't conditioned, and it's October 2019 was when it was picked. But it hadn't conditioned, so I've been keeping it and trying it. It still tastes good, you know. But I was just wondering to see if it would condition at all. If there's any viable yeast in there. I've been trying it from time to time, so I'm going to try it again today. 7% ABV, medium. So Kevin's basically getting not much of a haze. He's picking apples and pears along the Monnow Valley. So basically, the border, the Monnow River basically forms a lot of the border between England and Wales, certainly in South Wales. And he's basically picking from lots of different places along there. So he's getting some really amazing fruit from very, very old established orchards that otherwise wouldn't get picked or used. So he's an excellent chap doing some excellent stuff, and actually that's got a bit of sparkle to it. Can you see that? Can you see that? It has a bit of sparkle, some few bubbles, very fine, not a lot, but yeah, a little bit of spritz going on, just a little bit. That's cool. So pale gold almost, some lemon water pale gold, which is what we'd expect from Kevin. It's like a green gold, actually, I want to say, which you often get with perry. Let's have a sniff. Quite bright acidity on the nose, actually. Quite a lot of acidity. But underneath that, lovely, fresh, ripe pear character. Underneath that acidity, that bright acidity. Yeah, almost like a green aromatic to it. It's not really elderflower, which is the thing you often get with perries. Quite a green, fresh aromatic, and underneath that some ripe, sort of fresh pear. Maybe hints of citrus. Nice nose. Let's try it. Yep, it's got some spritz. Lovely acidity. Not really any astringency. Very little tannin, bold acidity, but lovely acidity. So you get like a ripe green pear character, but then you get like a citrus character. Lemon, lime, lovely actually. There's a hint of sorbitol in there, so a bit of sweetness. I think it was sweet. It was sweeter before because it hadn't conditioned, therefore there was sugar in there which hadn't turned to alcohol. But as it started to sparkle, obviously the sugar level's going down fractionally. Yeah, quite an unusual prickle. Actually, very fine, quite prickly, like a pins and needles sort of a character to it. But it's definitely got some bubbles there, absolutely. You know, pétillant is what you describe this as, I think. Yeah, so that little bit of sweetness is great, because that lemony, sherbety, mouth-watering acid character is actually quite bold, and I think actually it works really well with the sweetness. It's actually a very nice it's actually a very nice perry. This, I still think there's some viable some sugar in there that could be converted. I still think it could get spritzier than that, but it's definitely doing something. And I think this is saleable now. I actually think if you sold it as pétillant, you could absolutely get away with it, no problem whatsoever. Lovely acidity. I love that sort of sherbety thing, that lemon sherbet, lemon opal fruit, what they call now. What opal fruit's called now? Answer in the comments, please. Starburst? I can't remember. I might just write it on it, I'll find out and write it. Opal fruit's, I'm showing my age, aren't I? I remember when Snickers were marathons. I mean, still not as sprightly as it could be in terms of the bubbles. But still a darn good perry. Brilliant acidity. Gorgeous summer drink of that. Just enough sweetness to balance it. So there you go. We have some fizz at last. 2019 yellow Huffcap from Kevin at Monnow Valley. There you go. You probably will not be able to get any of this anywhere. I think I have all of it in the world in my store. It's got about 7 bottles. If you want to try some, get in touch. Otherwise, you know, have a good life. Alright guys, thank you for joining me in the garden. I hope you join me again, but until then, cheers.